Guys, and welcome back to the 7 Cents Paranormal Podcast. I'm your host, Laurel Cooper. Okay, so today is day 7 of the 12 Days of Christmas. We are supposed to go live today. It is Saturday. I know I pre-recorded some of the videos, but today is Saturday. I'm late. So, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and announce that Their Rules is available on Amazon Kindle. Yesterday I tried to play around with it to see if I can purchase it. It was still kind of having a moment, so I think today should be a good day to try to go get it. Also, because of weather and a little bit of health, we have canceled the live altogether. I was going to try to do it myself here. The whole point of the live was to go ghost hunting in a really super haunted house and have you guys join me while at the same time implementing the rules of Their Rules and showing you guys like an actual, like, you know, we're in person. Hey, do you want to communicate with us? Kind of a situation where you get to join. It doesn't do the same thing when you're in my house, which isn't that haunted. There's like 5 people or 6 people here, I think. Compared to, you know, Grand Central Station where they just go in and out, in and out, in and out. So that's kind of what I wanted. So we're going to go ahead and pause on that because I'll show you right now. It's going to get worse. This is just the beginning of the storm. So, and this actually isn't a storm right now. It happened last night. But I will show you, and I'm going to very much so embarrass myself right now because I'm going to show you my backyard, where I did not take my pool down because I wanted to see if it would turn into an ice skating rink. I think it did, by the way. But I'm going to show you all the snow that's out there right now. So I can't drive to where the living house is. I'm not even allowed, according to my husband, to drive anywhere because I don't do well in the snow. I'm a California girl, so I don't do well in the snow. And then also, because it's not going to be as fun, and I woke up this morning feeling kind of not well. So, and I'll explain all that later on. Not anything, not serious. Nothing bad. Nothing. I'm not dying or anything like that. I just don't feel well. So, just stomach ache, headache. I'm tired. I haven't slept really well. So I'm just trying my best to make it so that I don't bore you or drive you away. So I'll show you right now what my backyard looks like, and then we'll go into Their Rules for a little bit. I can kind of show you a little bit of like communication wise, like how you would start and stuff like that, but I don't think that'd be fun for a live. And I really want to make a good impression on you guys. So we're just going to postpone it. New Year's, I am going to go live here, and we'll have the book then. We can go through stuff. We can, you know, just have a New Year's fun day. Like, it doesn't have to be about really just Their Rules. There will be some of Their Rules because co-wrote a book, you know. So, trying to promote it. But we're going to do something for New Year's, but tomorrow or today's live, between my not feeling good and the living house being pretty much snowed in, I don't think this is going to be a great day for live. So, also that kind of brings into my point, we've gone through Their Rules. We've gone through, like, what you do when you first start. So we're just going to go ahead and have a little bit of, like, a skit. I'm by myself. This is going to be weird, but maybe this might help you guys, like, understand where I'm coming from. Okay. So when you first, let's say, hear your instant thing because of the media is, oh my gosh, it's demons, oh my gosh, it's the devil, oh my gosh, somebody's gonna get me. Or if you're like me, it's, oh my goodness, someone broke into my house, I gotta go get me like a golf club or something, whack 'em. Okay. If this scares you, but doesn't feel at all like aggressive, it just feels benign. It feels like there's nothing, or it feels like it's more of like playful. Because like in my office, we've already witnessed multiple times, either on video or in real time on video, that they mess with me. They like to prank me. They like to joke with me. They like to have fun with me because normally I'm doing the same with them. I'm bubbly. I'm happy. I'm doing, you know, oh my goodness. And they love the reaction. So if you don't feel it's a threat, take a deep breath. maybe step outside for a second, which we're going to do right now. Okay, first off, it's very, very cold, but take a break for a second. Take a step outside. Just get yourself together for a second and just calm yourself down. Because if you're like me, whenever something bangs or has a problem or a situation or some kind of experience happens, I instantly am like, and 33 years of this, and I still sometimes freak out. You've seen it on camera. You've seen me do it. So I have now started to do this thing where when I hear something and I feel a little uncomfortable, I go ahead and I step outside and I take a couple of deep breaths and I try to get into my inner feeling to feel if it's malicious or not. If I don't feel like I'm being harmed, attacked, stared at in a weird way or creepy way, or if I don't get a creepy vibe, then I go ahead and I go back in the house, let's talk. And if I feel weird, then I stop and I just pray and try to get that feeling to go away. So now that we've calmed down, we've taken a couple of deep breaths, let's go out back inside and see what we feel. Okay, so now I'm back in the room. I don't feel attacked. I don't feel scared. I'm home alone in my office, by the way. He left to go get errands and food and stuff, which I said was not a good idea, but whatever. So I'm actually home alone right now. So I don't feel scared. I don't feel anything of fear. And I'll do you one better. I'll go into my closet right now. Okay, we all know this right here. Behind this is actually my closet. That scares the heck out of me. But I have my back to it. I don't feel anything. So I don't think that what I have in my house is malicious. I think what my house has is some pranksters and a couple of irritated people. That's what I think. And so when you start to understand what's really in your house as far as the feeling goes, if you don't feel attacked, if you don't feel scared, if you feel like maybe you're getting a little pranked or you feel like maybe someone's just a little irritated, which is really easy to kind of pick up. That's part of that sense that I was telling you about, where in the very beginning of my channel, where you can sense others around you. You can sense their emotions. You can sense how they feel. I mean, you can do this at the grocery store. You know what I mean? Like you walk by somebody, you can tell they're in a bad mood. You can tell they're upset. That's their energy. That's their inside. You know what I mean? Like whatever you feel from that, that's in here. So what my belief is that the paranormal, that inside soul, is what's we're able to actually pick up off. So anyways, since my house isn't spooky or scary right now, it actually really isn't always. It catches me off guard because if you're watching YouTube, because I always watch, I don't watch anything else but YouTube. So I love YouTube. But when you're watching, I'm watching YouTube, listening to music or whatever, and I have headphones on and I can hear something knock on my wall, it throws me off because unlike Hollywood where it goes, oh my gosh, it's demons, my first thing is that movie, The Strangers. It's a person because The Strangers messed me up. That movie messed me up. Like any knock at the door, I want to run because just in case, So just remember that when you are in your home or you're in somebody else's home and you feel not threatened, but you're hearing stuff and it's starting to heighten your fear. Why is it heightening your fear? What are you afraid of? What's really happening at that moment that's scaring you? For me, it's a bang on the wall. They're not hurting me, they're not attacking me, they're not throwing things at me, so why am I freaking out? Well, one, because I grew up Christian, and not all Christians are like this, by the way, so I'm not saying anything to Christians, but the people I grew up with, devil. So of course, you know what I mean? If you grew up like me, of course you'd be like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? But it's just a knock. It's just a bang. It's a noise. They're just trying to get your attention. It'd be the same thing as somebody coming up to you and poking you. Hey. That's not malicious. So, anyways, after you start to feel what is going on with you, and you're saying to yourself, I don't feel scared, there's nothing going on, this is what I would do next. If you are busy and you cannot talk to them right now, and we're going to go ahead and switch back to the Christmas thing in a second because I think the glare from the ring light's starting to throw me off. Okay. So after you figured out it's not scary, this is not bad, it's okay, your next step, if you're busy, this is what I do. To anyone that resides in my house that is no longer in physical form, at this moment, I am not available to communicate with you. I would love to communicate with you. I would love to hear your story. I just can't at the moment. So I'd like to make an appointment with you so that you and I can both sit down together and have a conversation as best as we can. I know that there's a big barrier between us, but I want to help you, and I'm sure that you don't have the intention to scare me. So I think we're just having a misunderstanding, and we should have a conversation about it. I am available tonight after 7. If you want to come meet with me then, in this room, we can talk. Easy. And for the most part, it works. It actually works. When you make an appointment for them, it's showing, one, the respect. Hey, I know I can't do this now, but I don't forget about you. I am interested in you. I do see you. I do hear you, which all of us want to feel. We want to feel heard. We want to feel seen. We want to feel loved. And so when I say, hey, I'm just busy right now, it's just like when your family and your friends. Hey, Mom, I can't come over right now. I'm really, really busy, but I can come over on this day. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Instead of treating them as if they are just the ghosts, demons, whatever, talk to them like you would talk to your Nana, to your best friend, to your dad. Well, maybe not your dad, because if your dad's strict or really super serious, then, maybe. But, like my dad's goofy and serious, so he's got both sides to it. So I would talk to him like I would talk to my dad. If there's a serious moment, I would get serious. And if there was time to be goofy, be goofy. Also remember that no matter what, you don't know who you're talking to. So this could be a 5-year-old kid who doesn't know much. So like the rules said, instead of being childish, be childlike. So, example. Hi, my name is Laurel. I'm the owner of this house. I would love to talk with you and hear what you have to say. I would love to know your name if you are able to tell me. See, that's way different than, what is your name? Or, what's your name? And again, this is stupid, I know, but I've had some people ask me, when you start this off, how do you talk? How do you do this? And even with the book written and going through the book, it's hard because you don't know what your tone is and how you sound. To the others, we don't know. We're not there. You know what I mean? So I don't know if me enunciating and being very loud sounds like this to them with their ears covered and I don't know. All I know is they can hear and they can see us because I have proof of that. They call me fat. I mean, I'm not skinny. So, but at the same time, it wasn't malicious. It was just a description of what I was. The easiest thing to pinpoint. So just like they say fat, you can ask questions. One, what is your name? So, my name is Laurel. I'm 39. I like music and I like to dance. What's your name? And then go from there. Once you start to get a kind of an open dialogue, if stuff starts happening. Now, sometimes they're not a dog and pony show. They're human beings. They just don't have a body anymore. You know what I mean? But they're still inside. They're still humans. So they're not dog and pony. They're not just going to snap out whenever you want. That's also why I say make an appointment. Because then you can even say, can you make a noise to acknowledge that you want to make the appointment with me? And 9 out of 10 times, they do. They make the noise. They accept it. They'll hit the REM pod. They'll hit the rook. They'll do anything yeah, no problem. So, I know we've talked a lot about ghost stuff, and like, we haven't done the rules part yet, but I wanted to kind of show you, like, when you first start out and you think that your house is haunted, find out what's going on with it. Find out inside here. Because you're a really good tool in the paranormal. You, yourself, your feelings, your emotions, your fight or flight, when your hair sticks up in the back of your head, you are an amazing paranormal tool. Because you can sense and feel things that electronics can't. They can sense electromagnetic fields. They can pick up EVPs, but you can pick up emotion. You can pick up feeling. You can pick up fear when the hair raises up. You can pick up, you know what I mean? So just figure out what you're feeling first. If you're feeling fearful, get the hell out. You know what I mean? Like, don't fuck around then. It's been 16 minutes, so I can swear. Okay. But if you feel fearful, don't mess around. Just stop everything. Contact somebody you trust. Church, family, pastor, call us. I mean, we're not Ghostbusters, but we can help a little bit. But call somebody you trust. But if you don't feel scared, why not try the next step? I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is you might get a couple more people wanting to get your attention because now you want to talk to them. You know? If things start flying in your house, though, or, you know, some of those shows are way over dramatic. So when somebody says, yeah, something fell off the table, the show will go, it flew across the room. So just letting you know, first off, all of that's over dramatized. It's not real. But I have had things move. I've had things like fall and stuff. It's not like that. It's more like, you know what I mean? Oh, I didn't break that. So focus on what's actually happening. Focus on how you feel. Make an appointment if you would like to talk to them. And if you don't feel like you can talk to them, this is what you can say. So I am going to acknowledge and can't say that word. Acknowledge and recognize that there are people in my house that do not have a physical form. It is freaking me out, and I do not feel comfortable at this moment talking to you. If you would like me to find somebody to talk to you, please make a noise. I'll find somebody. Or, I don't feel comfortable talking right now. Please understand that I don't mean to just ignore you, but I'm really scared. And I don't think this is a really good thing to do when I'm scared. They'll understand. They get scared too. They're just humans. Sorry. It's so hard because with the media, they always make it out to be this horrible thing. It's like someone's nana is just like, you know, hey, how's it going? And we're just all, So, and again, I know this video isn't the normal video with all this stuff, but I wanted to just get this out there. So, I guess actually for day 7, we'll just talk about how to deal with the paranormal, because I've been doing this for 33 years. And it's kind of interesting sometimes. Like, sometimes you're wanting to go to sleep, and they just, man. So this is what I do. I understand you want to get my attention, and I appreciate that you want to talk to me. I hear you. I need to go to bed. So can we do this in the morning, please? I can be here when the clock hits 10 o'clock. 10:00 a.m. I can be there to talk to you. But right now it's 4 in the morning and I gotta go to sleep. 10 to 1, they let you go to sleep. They understand. You know, and you're able to just kind of talk with them and even try to, you know, work with them a little bit. You know, in 10 years, almost 11 years of my parents living in this haunted house, I've heard her so many times set off boundaries. You can't be in my room at this time and this time. You can't do this and this time and this time. Because it's not their house. It's my parents' house. They bought it. They paid for it. They busted their ass to make it theirs. It's theirs. But at the same time, they do have a lot of residents and other people that just kind of travel in that don't have a body. So you kind of have to make boundaries. Like when I make boundaries here, I say stuff and I will do the exact same thing I say so that you guys can see. Sorry. Whew, okay. Here's what I say. To everybody in the house, and I actually have a few names for my house, like Peter and Peggy and Uma. Or not Uma. Oh my gosh, I forgot her name for a second. Starts with a U. I'm so sorry. I'll figure it out. I had it written down somewhere. But for Peggy and for Peter, you know, and for everybody else, I say, hey guys, I know that right now you guys want to get my attention, but I have my stepson and my husband that are going to be here literally in a couple of hours. So we can get this out now, or we can talk when they leave. But the boundary is when my stepson's here, or when my husband is here with my stepson, I need you guys not to communicate with them. I need you not to make noises with them. I need you not to scare them. It's going to really help me out a lot if you guys don't. And then I personally explain why. I won't do it on this channel, but I personally explain why. And I kind of go towards their heartstrings, you know, because it would actually mess up my day, you know, a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have to pay some consequences if that happens. And so because of it, they don't. But I did say when my husband's here without my stepson, he's now okay with being a part of the paranormal and talking about it and working through it. From a guy who I've known 9 years ago who told me I was crazy to now is like, I've seen some stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, cool. He wants the activity now. And so he's asked me to ask them if instead of, you know, avoiding him, would you mind trying to talk to him too? And so the other night, him and I together just sat down and I said, hey, my husband decided that he wants to talk to you guys now. He believes in you, he wants to talk to you, and he wants to try to communicate. So the rule still remains for when my stepson's here, but I guess when my husband and I are here alone, the rule no longer remains. You can go ahead and talk to us whenever you like, as long as we're not sleeping. So that's amazing. First off, that he's willing to do that. But second off, that they're willing to be understanding. Because I've now asked them to do this for about 1.5 years now. They haven't bugged him once. They've barely started bugging him because he allowed it. My husband allowed it. But they haven't even come near my son. And they respect that. So it's not demons and not aliens, not freaking the devil. It's human beings that are sometimes not so great. Because, you know, people who have passed on that are serial killers, they're out there probably still, if they're not rotting in hell, where they should be for killing people. But you know what I mean? Like, for everybody else who's wandering this planet without a actual body that's here, for the most part, are pretty reasonable. And I would say, especially right now, more reasonable than most of the living. Which, you know, I write in a book, in my book coming out, maybe next year, I think it is. I explain all about that. So, but anyways, so I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, they're not scary. It's not bad. You know, we've gone through this already, and this sounds scary. That trigger video sound is scary. But it's literally just EVPs and people talking amped up. But it sounds like, la, 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 la. But it's not. It's, help, hey, what, But it's amped up so high because it's so quiet you can't hear. And when we amped it up, it was like, well, she said when she amped it up, it scared the hell out of her. But she knew what it was. It wasn't like, it was just people talking. But because it's so high, so yeah, it does wake your house up though. Again, warning, day 3's video wakes your house up. I've had so many people message me about that too. Sorry. Like, I warned everybody. So, this video I'm just going to go ahead and end here because it seems like we're just going to make it a more of a fun video for today. I don't feel that great. I will do their rules again tomorrow, but it is available on Amazon. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, guys, because this would make life so much easier if you were able to actually have an open dialogue with them and find a solution to what's going on in your house. And that's kind of what we're trying to offer. So I hope you guys have a great night. Question for the day is, I guess the easiest one of all, why is my house, or why is the live canceled? What was the reason? And I'll show you right now really quickly. Okay, like I said really quickly, I would show you what my backyard looks like. So I gotta be quick because it's starting to rain. But I think I made an ice rink. Let me know. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I love you guys. I hope you have a great night. Stay safe, stay warm. And I know the live isn't happening today, and I'm so sorry, but I will have a video tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and we will go live eventually when the weather permits. But I'm getting soaked right now because it's raining on me a lot. I gotta go. Love you all. Bye.